So good morning to all. So myself Professor T.M. Divakar, working as assistant professor in Department of NTC in Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Chaganji. So today we are going to cover the civil society. What exactly the civil society and what is the structure of the civil societies that we are going to see. So this is the introduction about the civil society. So most of the major political thinkers of the modern times have reflected on the nation of the civil society, even though there is no clarity on what constitutes the civil society should be, and this proves the contestations, that is rivalry, strife, confusion on the conceptual framework of idea and its place in political theory. So these contestations have broadly taken place around the relationship between the state and the civil society with the reference of the democracy. Also, one set of argument is that civil society represents autonomous associations that exist independently of the state. So this sort of understanding looks civil society as a place which curtails in its state as an autonomous agency and has its existence of its own. If you go by this understanding, Khap Panchayat, Lions Club, temples to cricket clubs, all claimants to be civil society. On the other hand, there are another institutions such as bar association, schools. Despite existing outside the state institution, they real have some sort of formal legal structures and thus claiming to be the part of civil society. What separates this idea of civil society from the earlier one, which is civil rule of law and which is the binding principle of it. So civil society is a state or it is a situation of the people living in a particular community or nation which is having shared interest, values and purpose getting benefits, to have a right of individuals enjoying liberty and to have resources to develop personal potentials. So once again, what is civil society? So it is a state or it is a situation of the peoples where particular community or the nations living in a particular area, living in a, they are particular interested, their values and purpose to getting the benefits of right of individuals. They wanted to enjoying the liberty and there are resources to develop their personal growth. So there are different definitions. The London School of Economics Center for Civil Society working the definition is as follow. So as per the London School of Economics, the civil society refers to the arena of uncovered collective actions around shared interests, purposes, and values. The civil society commonly embraces a diversity of spaces, actors, and institutional forms which vary in their degree of formality, autonomy, and powers. The civil societies are often populated by organizations such as registered charity, development non-governmental organization, community groups, women's organizations, faith-based organizations, professional associations, trade unions, coalitions, and advocacy groups. Sorry. So this is the remark as regarding the civil society, that government alone do not make democracy works. So private initiatives is also essential, including a vital role for those institutions which are collectively described as civil society. So to make the democracy work, not only the government can do it, but we need the private initiatives also. That means in terms of the civil society, we needed to work the democracy. So this is the post-modern history of the civil society. So the element of civil society was developed during 1980s in Europe by the political oppositions. Later in 1990s, the emergence of non-government organizations and new social movement give it birth on the global scales. So this is the sketch of postmodern histories. Next one, taking the above definition, we derived three major elements of the civil society. First one is a diversity, second one is a non-government organization, and third one is a democracy. These are the three main parameters of the civil society. So what exactly the diversity? That is called as a multiformalities. Means we have to understanding that each individual is unique, and recognizing our individual differences. That is the multiformalities, and this can be along the dimensions of race, this can be along the dimension of ethnicity, dimensions of genders, sexual orientations, socio-economic status, age, physical abilities, religious beliefs, political beliefs, or other ideologies. So there are lots of parameters is recognized with the individual. So it is the exploration of these differences in a safe, in a positive side, in a nurturing environments. So it is about understanding each others and moving beyond simple tolerance to embracing and celebrating the rich dimensions of diversity contained within each individuals. So what is the non-government organization? So a non-governmental organization, that is the NGO, is a legally constituted organizations and which is created by private organizations or the people with no participations or representation of any government. So in the cases in which NGOs are funded totally or partially by governments, the NGO maintains its non-governmental status in so far as it excludes its governmental representatives from the membership in the organization. This is the oath democracies, means it's easier than the getting a job, that is democracy. Next one is civil society actions. So see the action here. The economical crisis, demand for basic services, human right violations, natural and man-made disasters, political crisis, cultural intercultural process. Okay, then see here, all these parameters comes to the civil society mobilizations, and after the communications it comes to the global civil society reacts. Then it comes to the social forces engaged within the national and globalized system of the governance triggered. So then that is the resistance from the state and parameter and parastatal agencies. So then it goes to the national government urged to take the actions, and then it is comes to the negotiated social changes. Again these parameters goes to the economic crisis, demand for the basic services, human rights violations, natural and man-made disasters. So these cycles is getting continuous. So thank you.